They work hard to protect we life and property, but to get true safety, we must collaborate. When we talk, we fit act fast. E good make we join hands together, report kurukere movements, share useful information, dey on alert, and make we no fear at all. Together, we fit stop crime and make our communities safe. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetoku, he don dey call for we people to join hands with the Nigerian police force to take fight criminalities. Crime dey grow where people no dey gree talk. Make we no keep quiet again. My name na CSP Benjamin Bain, First Public Relations Officer. Together, we go secure Nigeria. If you see something, talk am.
Good evening and thank you for staying with us here on the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM Abuja. Welcome back to the Horizon on the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM Abuja. This is your platform for direct conversation and clarity from the Nigeria Police Force. We are here again on our mission to bridge the gap by linking up with police commands across the nation, airing every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. This is where you hear firsthand from the officers tasked with your security. I am Ali Udoma, and tonight we shift our focus to the south region of the country, particularly Delta State. The past week alone, the Delta State Police Command has been in the news for multiple significant operational successes, from smashing kidnapping rings and intercepting armed groups to disrupting major drug networks. It's actually a command that has been very active. To help us understand these operations and the broader security strategy, we are joined by the official voice of the Delta State Police Command, SP Bright Edafe. Sir, a very warm welcome to Horizon.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm really honored to start with this program today. Thank you.
All right, so how is Delta State Command doing, and by extension, the good people of Delta?
Delta State Command is very calm, fine as we always be, and we are enjoying the wonderful cooperation from good people of Delta State, the Delta State government, supporting state actors, and supporting non-state actors like the community vigilante and other media in the fight against crime. Is doing very, very fine when it comes to crime fighting.
All right, thank you very much. You heard that from the horse's mouth, talking about the Police Public Relations Officer of Delta State Police Command, SP Bright Edafe. Listener, remember, this is your program. By that I mean it is interactive in nature. Therefore, as we progress on the show, we will be opening the phone line where you can share your question or comment for the Delta State Police Command via call, WhatsApp, and also you can reach us via WhatsApp call. And don't forget that we're also streaming this program live on Facebook, YouTube, and X. On Facebook, you have two options. You can either watch and contribute via the Nigeria Police Force official Facebook handle, that is Nigeria Police Force. And the other handle is Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM. So either of these accounts, you can actually watch us live and also comment on the conversation as we go further. On X, police_NG. Those are the handles where you can watch and also drop your comments there. Thank you very much for staying with us. As always, we are glad to have you join us on the program. Let's begin with the operation that have made headlines, SP Bright. Just a few days ago, to be precise, on the 22nd of January, your Buffalo Patrol team intercepted a vehicle at the Anambra Delta boundary, recovering multiple pump-action guns and arresting 6 suspects who claimed to be on a religious visit. What specific intelligence or suspicion led to that detailed search?
Okay, over time, people tend to complain of the green lock and the dead bridge. Whenever they are looking for rescue, they will say there's a policeman stationed in that area discussing that green lock. It's not true. We have over 7 different patrol teams stationed at the airfield because you and I know that the passageway between Delta and the East. And judging by what is happening in the East, when it becomes too hot for them, they want to come to Delta to evaluate, thinking that Delta will come for them. And we have no intention of making Delta count for them. So what do? We deploy patrol teams there with the mandate that they must ensure that every suspicious looking person and vehicle must be duly searched. That is what we'll be doing. The command Buffalo team attached to the body of operations here in the Delta State Police Command. On that fateful day, it attracted these guys who claimed that they were going to escort the sensitive pastor. How? With 4 different firearms and even a battle axe. Battle axe are synonymous with company. We all know this.
Okay.
None of them will do that. They were not telling us the truth. Hence, they were rendered off. The arms recovered, the cartridges recovered, even the battle axe recovered. Suspects arrested. I'm speaking with you, they are still with us. They are preparing to arrest them before the court of competent jurisdiction. Well, one thing that we must give credit, one thing we must appreciate is the fact that here in Delta State, we take advantage, full advantage of what we call proactive policing. Proactive policing includes stop and search, intelligence gathering, raising of passport and criminal hiders, among others. And in Delta State, stop and search has very, very immense contribution in terms of recovery, firearms, and ammunition. And thanks to this same stop and search strategy, that was how these guys were arrested.
All right. So now, what does this interception tells us about the movement of weapons into Delta State?
It shows that indeed there is attempts to move weapons, not just to move weapons, to also come and evaluate Delta. We have that intelligence, and that's why we are doing everything we can to keep it at the board to ensure that we don't succeed. And also to let people know. The reason why we make this public is to let people know that when people depend at the air bridge, they are not there to cause stress or inconvenience. They are there to ensure that the area is better policed. Proactive enough to arrest criminals people before they will carry out their natural activities. It is not a way of spreading fear or panic. It is a way of showing that, yes, we know our audience and we are deciding our duties effectively as directed by the Commissioner of Police. There is no additional.
All right. Thank you very much for providing us with details of that particular arrest. Meanwhile, I need to make this categorically clear to you that we will be revisiting some of your press releases which you made public. They are there in the public space, so we would be taking a look at some of them for purpose of accountability and clarity as well. All right. So again, last week, your special anti-kidnapping squad arrested 10 suspects linked to kidnapping and armed robbery across several communities, recovering weapons and a POS machine. How critical is the recovery of that particular POS machine to understanding the financial operations of these syndicates?
Okay. Now you see, that operation you see when we follow up to the case of kidnapping that was recorded around November 2025.
Okay.
November 2025. But the initial suspect was was killed in a gunfight on the 2nd of December 2025.
Okay.
Now, what we always encourage people to know, particularly victims of kidnapping and robbery, that you have no choice. I keep saying it, you don't have a choice but to report to the police if you don't want it to repeat itself tomorrow. Because when you report to us, we don't take information and throw it in the lagoons. We process it and get intelligence out of this information given to us. And it is all out of that information we got from the victim that led to this catch of weapons from our hands and the POS and other items. If you read that press release, you will discover that one AK-47 had earlier been recovered. That AK was earlier recovered and the suspect was killed in a gunfight. But we did not relent. We got one AK, let's make them the one that was. No, the command is not relent. We continue working on the information that we have. Work it out to recover our intelligence and restore their items in various locations across the state where they were arrested and other weapons were recovered, ammunition, and even this period of the state. We always tell them, some of them these days things that POS are not traceable. There's no crime that is not traceable. There's no movement of crime that is not traceable. So that was how we were able to get the lead of that hospital. Also arrested because what they do is that they have an agents where when they have their activities, they will pay them transfer the money to this particular account. And when that this POS of them don't come in alignment with them, help them to withdraw the cash from banks and give it to them in cash, thinking that they will not be arrested. It's not the first time we are arresting POS operators. We discovered that kidnappers always work with POS operators. They don't do direct bank transfer. They work with either POS operators or they work with some big shops who they believe have a stake in the bank that can easily get to the bank and withdraw amounts in large sums. But the Delta State are always saying, and our result is there. They are there in the policy that speak for us. We always say that Delta State never come to Delta, commit crime and go through. It's impossible in Delta State.
So now that you are saying that you discovered that these kidnappers are working perhaps hand in hand with the POS operators, how do you now then how do you decipher to distinguish between those who are legitimate POS operators and those who are not? And again, what are your kind of words to these POS operators?
Okay, for the POS operators, they want to say we are oblivious of the fact that though they are kidnappers, when our advice to them is that whenever you receive large sum of money from people you don't know, report at the police station, report at the nearest police station. If someone comes to your parent and say, I want to transfer 5 million naira to you, please send it, give it to me cash. Request for that person's NIN, driver's license, international passport, voters card. Just about this with the name of the sender's account, so that you know that the person who has come to you to send in such large sum of money is indeed the owner of that account. You may be aware of the arrest at the bank where a suspect has into a Switzerland account, foreign account, and transfer $21,000 to a dealer. It's not that the dealer is instead of getting the alarm or going to the bank to verify the money and transfer, but they are only victim to that. So these are questions that people must ask because to be an accomplice is as good as saying the person carried out the act. But some of these POS operators are no accomplice. They know what they are into and they accepted it because they are making people they have to do. So we are going to discourage this kind of people by arresting them and making their arrest public so that others will learn and know that the police does not take anything for granted. And we don't leave any sort of talk. We always ensure that everybody involved across that weekend, we ensure that we don't them home and arrest them.
All right, very well spoken there, SP Bright Idafe. Thank you. In case you just tuning in, you are listening to Horizon on the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM Abuja, the station that is always your friend. And we have a guest who has joined us via the telephone in person of SP Bright Idafe, the Police Public Relations Officer of Delta State Police Command, who is giving us update as to the activities of Delta Police Command. Now, in the same vein, let's go back to one of your press releases, SP Bright. On January 20th, 2026, at about 10:00 hours, operatives of the Uborikoko Division, under the supervision of the Divisional Police Officer, CSP Setemi Agbede Zokomo, acting on credible and actionable intelligence, carried out a targeted operation which led to the discovery of an organized drug syndicate thriving within the community. Walk us through this particular incident or this case and also the processes involved in the arrest.
Okay, over time, we come to realize that drug abuse is one of the biggest drivers of crime in our society. People don't tend to believe it. But we that are in the forefront come to that conclusion that murder cases, rape cases, violent cases, cases of outdoor rape, kidnapping, cultural clashes, this does not go successful without these people abusing drugs. That is why the city is really great to the press, said that they were going to find drug barrels and that they were going to find them to ensure that they are all valid and arrested and processed. As the general to the DPO of Borno asking for credible intelligence, it's not that particular location where so many suspects were arrested and tried. So many of them, I don't think of course of people say, as I saw with my arrested, and some was arrested is the hideout of a drug dealer where people sit down and abuse drugs. Instead of you to be worried that your son is into drug abuse, you are worried that your son has done it. So that's part of the challenges we are facing today. And the need for that DPO who has been doing what we call outreach, sensitizing our young ones, our young girls, our young guys on how to stay away from crime. She and arrest other applications, their catches of drugs were recovered, which include SK, South, Colorado, Shamato, Swigo, and also the drugs were recovered. The drugs were not arrested. So many users were also arrested. And I think by that they also have to charge the cost because the city has given a direct warning that all suspects involved in drug-related cases should be arrested and charged to court. And that's what we are doing. So that operation was a huge successful one because it will reduce drastically the rate of crime in that environment. Because that happens to one of the major drug suppliers in that town. We have to out of order, like the city has promised, to ensure that they are arrested and prosecuted.
All right. So now, SP Bright, there was this one of your press releases which was made public on the 6th of January. Although where I want us to talk about is the arrests that were made on the eve of New Year. Because this press release dated 6th January 2026 says, the Delta State Police Command wishes to place on record the true position regarding arrests made during the New Year's Eve security operations in Asaba, following a series of misleading and malicious publication by Sahara reporters. I'm going to jump to paragraphs here. Let me go to the one that is of interest to me. Contrary to the false narrative being circulated, the individual repeatedly referenced by Sahara reporters was not arrested as a church worshipper. Media arrested alleged this video actually made round in Nigeria. It went viral, and people have made their own comments and contribution on it before you made a press release to clarify that issue. I want you to walk us through that particular event. What actually happened?
Okay, you know, that time in Nigeria, a lot of persons believe that at the first of December is the night of lawlessness, where people go about doing whatever they like. firing on cars, blocking the highway, burning tires, destroying government properties, all in the name of celebration.
After repeated warnings by the security operatives not to do that.
You understand? But they never did that without intelligence. They never did that without intelligence and were working on security to ensure that their plan will not come to pass. So that takes to be all information that they will all gather as well. Then they will be the firing workers, burning tires, and also they block the roads with their vehicles. Over 40 vehicles were recovered on that day. So they were arrested and arrested. Now, after they arrested them, they refused to admit to the main reason why they were arrested. Rather, they went on social media saying, oh, they were arrested by back from church and all that. So it became that issue that and I can tell you that all of them, about 33 of them were charged to court. Their vehicles, a judgment was passed that they have to pay to the state government 50,000 each. And that is what they are doing. It's just last week I did that they had to come to after clearing from the court, they will bring the paper and give their vehicle. Yeah, we don't operate the issue. We are not even in the issue, they are not. Animals know that there are some places that they do some very things they will touch. So, some of we are not animals, they want to operate like living in a place where there is no more. What we did was we started operation because we all are aware of what time the people who were coming from church and they were attacked too. So, if you don't take this kind of practice test, you discover that a crowd that would have avoided come down to the state of the land against everyone of us. The state government was very happy. People of Lebanon were very happy. They were able to beat down their access to the board. And I can tell you that people are so today. I went to do one night and I also went to say, they go, we need to cover for that, we need to cover for that. Nevertheless, at least we were able to describe just that.
All right, so SB Bright, what is the position of cult-related crimes in Delta State as we speak?
Wow, that's a very difficult question because right now we're having cult-related issues in Abuja at the beginning. I wonder why someone would not wake up and say, I wish to be a cult. Very sad. Without really trying to arrest. As we are here, because recently we arrested about 14 suspected cultists in Uganda. We also arrested the PPRO Kaduna. We also arrested the PPRO. We'll be taking that cultist very soon. Not just that, at the end bridge, we also arrested some suspected cultists and recovered those from them. It's an incident that is currently on board right there. It's our work. Let us take this community and coming to ensure that we get these countries who are creating problems for us. Ensure that they are arrested and close to justice. But we might also really have to appeal to all that are listening to this program that there will be a company. And it has been countless companies. And I always have more discussion. I will tell you, please, my guy, just give me a let me get what is able to do. I said, what is the advantage of being in countries? They will tell you, say, go on, I will die, not to be inside. And don't forget that after that point, they know that they are not doing something on people, but they have to change of very issue. And they will tell you that anything they do gain in countries. Most of them will even tell you that when they face the operation, expedition, and fear, unfortunately, now people killing themselves out of the house of the two. Then the video I just shared now with the time that they after this program will come across when two young boys, one is an area court member, the other belongs to Arubaga, yes, Arubaga.
Okay.
Now the parents are they take off over not take off over However, they had disagreement. One of them went to the other guy's house. It's a shovel that looks like the battle house. The other one to go and see what they do. According to this, the guy went to attack him, never did a case and used the shovel on the chest. This is to the center. The guy died. Now he's there with us. Over $1,000, he's there with us. The other guy has died. He's doing for program. Now, what do you think about people there to that person? I can tell you that it's confusing. It's confusing. Confusing makes the life of our youth conscious. And it's very sad that people are still going to what our elders are even confusing. Call themselves, everybody will call themselves. Most men, they call themselves nonsense. They want to move calling to elder. It's so embarrassing that people that are supposed to know what they are going to come.
All right, thank you very much, SP Bright Edafi. We will be going on a short break. The program will continue after this break. As it is in our tradition, before we go on the break, we call out the phone number to our listeners so that you have the number handy. By the time we come back from this break, you'll be able to put a call through to the studio and ask any question that you have for my guests, or if you have any comments you want to make, you can actually call through the studio line 080-699-75761. I take that again, 080-699-75761. From wherever you're listening to us from or watching us from, you can call the studio immediately after this time. Stay with us and do not go anywhere. This is Horizon on the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM Abuja.
Police force, they work hard to protect we life and property, but to get true safety, we must collaborate. When we talk, we fit act fast. E good make we join hands together, report kurukere movements, share useful information, dey on alert, and make we no fear at all. Together, we fit stop crime and make our communities safe. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetoku, he don dey call for we people to join hands with the Nigerian police force to take fight criminalities. Crime dey grow where people no dey gree talk. Make we no keep quiet again. My name na CSP Benjamin Bain, First Public Relations Officer. Together, we go secure Nigeria. If you see something, talk am.
You asked for it, and now you have it.
A platform to share your security concerns and challenges. A medium to air your thoughts on communal issues and environmental problems.
A radio station which offers you up-to-date information about happenings around you, built upon the foundation of trust, integrity, selflessness, and service to the nation and humanity.
Anywhere you are, we will always be at your service. Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM, Abuja. Always your friend.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. If you just joined in, you're welcome. You're listening to the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM Abuja, and the program is Horizon. Horizon is a program where we link up with the police commands across Nigeria, speaking one after the other with the police public relations officers of the various commands in Nigeria. And today on the program, we have SP Bright Edafi, the police public relations officer of Delta State Police Command, with us on the program. Thank you very much, SP Bright, for staying with us.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Again, I will mention the phone number. If you want to call in and ask any question or you want to drop a comment, you can do that via the phone number 080-699-75761. I take that again, 080-699-75761. That is the number you can call us and get through to us in the studio. You can also drop us WhatsApp message on the same number. We will take your message right away. We are also streaming live on Facebook on the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM, and also on the Nigeria Police Force handle on Facebook. So you have two options on Facebook, while on X and YouTube, Police NG. You can get us there. You can drop your comments and contributions as well on those platforms, and we will gladly take them up. All right, so thank you for staying with us once again, SP Bright Edafe. Can you hear me? Hello, SP Bright. Okay, I think we have a bit of a network issue with SP Bright, but let's see if we can reactivate. Okay, it's on. Okay, thank you very much. I thought we lost you for a while. So let's go to this particular one that says initially when we were talking, you talked about the relationship you enjoy with members of the public, and both the successes recorded during the raid in Uborikoko drug network are credited to tip from members of the public. And the Commissioner of Police, in person of CP Aino Adeshola, in his address has emphasized proactive and intelligence-led policing. So now, beyond the tips, what specific systems has the command built to actively generate this actionable intelligence?
All right. Firstly, when the Commissioner of Police has someone is strategic of the senior officer of the command. Let it be that the command is not out to trust everybody. People should just be about their job fearlessly with conviction and determination and assure them that everything will work. And the reward, don't forget, for hard work, they say, is hard work. So it may not only be a castle, but once you work and you are able to recover something, you will be happy. And I can tell you that I know that things who were ordinarily not recovering before, all of a sudden, they change their own strategy, increase their intelligence, that rate, stop aside, and they started recovering. Don't forget that sometimes the current fighting is not necessarily to recover the final answer. If you can generate the activities of people who deal with this illicit substances that are access to a driver of crime, you will be able to reduce crime drastically. Ordinarily, someone can only kill a human being and start to butcher that person, like he does it in the court or something. If that person is not under the influence of drugs. So this motivational people like city of maybe address or stuff after that the springboard and the man has been able to deliver the job. As I was speaking to you right now, between yesterday and today, we have recovered over 10 rifles. People are surprised that there was a time I was asked, are you sure you're not going to put your armory? I didn't put your armory. Is that I want to recover what you talk about? You understand? But here is that there is one to place that there is always news. But that's what I was saying the while in my friend, this video I don't want to want to post it because I discovered that there is always news. Why is it that there is always news? That's because the command will not getting tired of recording achievements. For security operating, achievement is recorded. Yes, the intention of peace too is to know how to teach your environment. But if you are going after peace and you forget that there are things that want against peace and you don't want to go after them, you can never get the peace environment.
All right.
The other way, the government of Australia, the government said it was trying to keep our dear countries. But it won't ask you for withdrawal from the rest of India from there. So now, the house member can drive a daughter to without a police escort. Now, the other things that fully the other things is safe. So this proactiveness of the command is really, really helping us. And also, partnership with stakeholders. Like the one we did at It was not intelligence, but that information that we want and not intelligence. It was now the partnership with the local vigilantes that have become volunteers. It was that with the conclusion of the state government. That's to the synergy we have with other social security agencies. I wanted that program to us to call the country that out of the program. Because there is other states, the recovery are always massive. Always massive. And while I would like to give credit to the people of the other states, because for every city that comes to the state, they always succeed. And I believe they are succeeding because they have a good working environment, cognitive environment, and they are working with people who are willing to support and give them information to succeed.
All right. Once again, I will call the phone number for you to call and ask any question that you have for my guest. My apologies, the phone has been ringing, but because I don't want to break your line of thought, that is why I had to allow you to drop on that point. 08069975761 is the number you can call and ask any question or comments that you have for my guests. I will take that number once again before I take on the next question. 08069975761. All right. By virtue of geography, Delta State, south entirely is a riverine area with a lot of creeks. How do you work or how do you tackle the challenges of policing in such areas when perhaps you may be chasing a particular suspect and he or she would run through the waterways? How do you go about that?
Okay, this is now, you see, we have the marine section of the Nigerian Police Force. And they are doing very well because they also have their own people that who give them information. Not recently, 2 gun trucks was given to the command for them to prepare our people.
Okay.
And it has also been heavy. But the truth is that we do not have much crime across the border with That's not part of our challenges actually. And thankfully, the amnesty program, empowerment of those the company cars that are there, that reduce time on the waterway. So we really don't have time on the waterway. That's true. Even though we are able to do this, but the truth is that we don't have crime in the waterway. And let's not forget that we also have the practical security action. So most of them are on the waterway. So working in partnership with the police, the military, even the Air Force, is helping us to keep the waterway safe. We don't have issues with the waterway. We have all that. We are tackling. We have on the place we call overall space. But there are so many fires in Delta. But because of partnership with members of the company, we're able to check their processes.
Okay, thank you very much. Recently, SP Bright, there's this video that went viral which showed some police officers allegedly sorting extorted money. Your command acted swiftly, arresting and querying officers. Can you update us on the status of that disciplinary process? How does the command deal with such incident that severely undermine public trust?
All right, now the problem we're having, I like the one is public trust. Ordinarily, we couldn't have come to a conclusion that it was extorted money. There was no to that. And up to this very moment, nobody could come up and say yes. They extorted this money from. In fact, what we thought was people who came and said, I gave them this money to buy food, just go to them. It became very difficult to really sanction them. Because we just getting witnesses that, oh, these are others for the bed. They always come to our area. They help us to police our area. We usually even fuel their vehicle. Even the round the station came and it came to match it for the home of that social. So it became very difficult. However, it was an embarrassment to the south because if someone is accused of maybe sleeping with children, for instance, and you know that you are not guilty of that application, you will not allow yourself to be with the child in the private space simply because of imperfection. So that is where they got it from. Something that only public was an environment of its own, and they were searching for that. But there was no proof that that one was exported from anybody.
All right, so now looking at a broader picture, the command recently reported arresting over 627 suspects and recovering 144 firearms in the past year. What would you attribute the single most important factor behind these significant gains?
First of all, we have committed, hardworking. We are so fortunate that we have been committed and hardworking commissioners that are dedicated. The likes of CPRO Kaduna, the likes of Abuja, the likes of Abuja. Don't forget this man, their president, but just returning leprosy, work, and use their command TV. And now the likes of each other. These command cities have shown 100% commitment. These are command cities that don't fit the area. So it's really helps us to know. Secondly, we have committed police officers who are operating on intelligence-driven policing, where without having to engage these people, we will treat them as their freedom and even to their homes. We just treat them and we are trapping them. And that's why if you go to 2024, we have almost similar amount of recovery for that 2024, just like we had 2025. And in this year alone, because we have recorded over 30 firearms recovery. So when the men are committed, they are not after money. We have a scenario where somebody went to a state to transport 3 for 7 rifles, 3,120 rounds for 7.62 mm ammunition from Edo State to 2006. He went through the whole of the state, he was not arrested. He got to Delta. One of the men was severally asking to open the trunk of his bed. They discovered that the boots of the vehicle that is ordinarily wide has been asked just without out of what is supposed to look like. And the policeman, being an intelligence officer, knew that something was wrong.
Yes.
He asked him to open the so lift your battery. Lifting his battery, you and you. You can figure it for the very right. So when we get our hospital, we are committed to ensure that we do due diligence and search vehicle profile. Some of all these items you want to recover. Was it the other guy who concealed the gun inside his breast? Or the other guy who was standing at the club and he carried it out back and he was with the pistol? So what you want to recover?
SP Bright, if I allow you to continue, we will continue this rolling out of achievements and successes of Delta State Police Command up until tomorrow. We'll continue that up until tomorrow. So now I agree that you have recorded a lot of successes in Delta State. Now I want to ask you, what is the most challenging or the biggest challenge confronting Delta State Police Command? Is it manpower, logistics in terms of movement, or technological equipment that you could work better with? What is it? Perhaps it's something else that I didn't mention.
Yes, but you see, I don't know if I'm in the right position to discuss that. But there are no commands that do not have their challenges. But I'm skeptical about discussing that because there are some compensation that is required for the first PPRO and for the commissioner of police. If the commissioner of police is asking for this logistic challenge, he takes it all with our eyes. You understand? So I don't think I'm in that position soon. However, for other challenges that bother people, I can tell you that this trend of internet for their own improvement. Because when they talk, when the money starts coming, the little money they have, they need to buy and say that I'm going to make it money. At night, if they do, they come out with their trade, take their health.
All right, thank you very much. So away from core policing, now let's move to sports. Delta State is set to host the 15th Biennial Police Games in Asaba next month. Beyond sports, what does hosting this major national event mean for Delta Police Command and its relationship with the community?
Come again, as regards sports.
Yes, Delta Biennial Police Game, 15 Biennial Police Games is going to be hosted by your command next month. That's in Asaba to be precise. So now, beyond sports, what does hosting this major national event means for the Delta Police Command and its relationship with the communities?
It is a way of getting the community to come closer to the police. You know, sport has a way of unifying Nigerians. It is during sport we discover that there is no Muslim, there is no Christian, there is no Ahmad, there is no Igbo, there is no Hausa, there is no Yoruba.
Yes, absolutely.
In the history of the world. So it Delta will not be an exception. It will unify all Deltas. I believe Deltas will convert to come and watch, to come and see that police too are humans, that police too engage in sporting activities. And we're using this video to also let them know that it's not prevented from coming to watch. Let them come and catch for 1 week of intense sporting activity in Delta State. For all the activities, the first gathering itself will be in Delta, the IGP will be in Delta, most of the bishops in Nigeria police force will be in Delta, and Delta is capable of hosting a very successful final sports police games.
All right.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Finally, as we conclude, what is your direct message to the people of Delta State? How would you characterize the current security climate, and what role do citizens play in maintaining the successes the command has recorded?
Delta's police is not the problem. The Nigerian police force is not the enemy. Let us come together, defend and fight the main enemies. Who are the enemies? That person who is standing behind you that is getting fired because they want to cross you and kidnap your head. That person who wants to take drugs and come and fight you and kill you before your time. Those are the enemies. Come together with the police. Cooperate with them. When you say police, you don't see them as enemies. Approach them as your friend. Don't forget the thing for every action they do, come and put reaction. If you approach the police as a friend, the police will do it too as a friend. But if you approach the police out of fear and panic and hatred, it is most likely that you might get self-deception. You don't encourage that, but please see the police as your friend. When you have information, give us credible information that will aid the crime fighting. So any infraction committed by our police, you see how many lines are there, the lines is always open, the outing is always open. Please feel free to report their conduct to us.
Thank you, SP Bright Edafi, for your detailed insight and for taking our questions this evening. The work of Delta State Police Command is clearly extensive, and we appreciate your time on Horizon.
Thank you so much for having me. I cannot wait for us to have you today.
All right, no problem. We'll definitely reach out to you in the nearest future. All right, so our listener, thank you for joining. Remember, security is a shared responsibility. This has been Horizon on the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM Abuja, a program which bridges the gap between you and the police by linking up with the police commands across the nation, airing every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. This is where you hear firsthand from the officers tasked with your security. Special appreciation to the First Public Relations Officer, CSP Benjamin Hundeyin, and to my producer, Omoza Balogu. Join us again on Wednesday at 5 p.m. as we journey to another and then lovely week ahead. And please don't forget, always put the frontline officers in your prayers. I am Aliyu Doma. Keep listening to the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM Abuja, the station that is always your friend. Good evening and goodbye for now.
Nigerian police force, they work hard to protect we life and property, but to get true safety, we must collaborate. When we talk, we fit act fast. E good make we join hands together, report kurukere movements, share useful information, dey on alert, and make we no fear at all. Together, we fit stop crime and make our communities safe. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetoku, he don dey call for we people to join hands with the Nigerian police force to take fight criminalities. Crime dey grow where people no dey gree talk.